So I was gonna do this video later on in the year, but I thought, hey, why not? Space Marine 2 came out. So we're gonna talk about buying Warhammer minis. Warhammer 40k specifically, but this will probably go into other GW products because they like to cost a nominal egg for the little plastic crack that they sell you so you can have your gray hard. Let's get into it. So first off, it's pretty obvious. If you want to play regularly and such, you're gonna need to find a place near you. That could be a third-party store, a Games Workshop store, or anything like that, or maybe even a friend's house if you want to play with that. I just want to make sure that you're gonna spend your money and are actually able to pay the game. Yes, they pay the game because pay to win because you pay for the models. Oh, but anyways, I just want you to get value off your purchases. That's all. And if you don't have any place like that, well, guess what? There's Tabletop Simulator for $20 USD. You can buy and play the game online. There are videos on how to get your models and how to use Yellow Scribe, which I prefer you do that for playing it online. And there's even a Discord server for it as well. You can play with other people online and on your friends from other parts of the world or whatever. If you're interested in that. Actually, that's probably the most cheapest way you could play the game is through Tabletop Simulator because you're not buying a 3D printer. If you're not gonna buy a 3D printer, then go that way. But that's 20 USD. That's cheaper than buying a 3D printer of whatever kind. To be honest with you, but GW Games Workshop has tried to crack down on the mods to get miniatures in Tabletop Simulator, but you really shouldn't be worrying about that, really. I mean, I've been using it for years, and they really haven't done nothing, really. So I feel it's a safe option. It is going to be different from the real life version, but this is the cheapest way to do it. Also, it will help you play test as well. It's all online and such, and you don't have to physically go anywhere. You can test out your list, your army list, and whatnot before you even buy your first model. So there's that to consider as well. Okay, so the second one, 3D printing. Yeah, that is going to be the one of the most cheaper options. There is some caveats because not all the places will allow you to play or use 3D printed models. Like Games Workshop stores won't let you. Game Workshop hosted tournament events probably won't let you. Always see if the tournament will allow you to use 3D printed models or not if you want to go into one. There is that. Also, keep in mind when you're making your army and such, play the army that you want to play. You're probably going to struggle in games at the start, but that's okay. You just need to gain that EXP, bro. As for recommendations for 3D printers, I'm not too sure for miniatures. There are probably multiple videos out there for that. I'm not really a person you should go see. I'll try to link a video down below as well as one for TTS. But that is about it. Also, third party shops are probably going to be more than likely the place you want to go to because they usually have a discount or allow you to play 3D printed models. Also, next up, 3D stores, online stores, etc. Other places besides Games Workshop, which you should not really go to get your models because that's the most expensive way to buy your models is getting through Games Workshop, and you should probably avoid Black Library unless you want to spend a lot of money on those models. But it's better just to 3D print Black Library models, anyways. And you really can't really use Black Library models in game anyway. Well, I think you can for some of them, but for the majority, no. It's best you just stay away from those. Those are overpriced. The heck, like oh my gosh. So 3D stores, online stores, they're pretty much if you want to buy Games Workshop product but give them the least amount of money, they are the place to go. I got one. they usually offer a discount, like mine does, for buying the product. Also, maybe your store that you go PlayStation may also offer 3D printing services. The store that I go to a while ago started to offer 3D printed services. I got some interceptor plasma guns for them. They're pretty nice. So there you go. There are also other. You can go out and try to look for people who you can get commissions for or whatnot, for them to print you 3D printed models. That's also a thing that you can do, and some people might sell 3D printed models of whatever model you want. Well, I can't be guaranteed that you find your model, but it is a thing. It is reality. It does happen. So that is another option that will go in with the third party stuff, because you're not 3D printing the model for you, so it's gonna be more expensive because other people are gonna print it for you. But the prices I find out are a lot more reasonable than Games Workshop. Now we talked about the cheap ways of getting your models. Now you're probably gonna want to find an army list builder, but I should have mentioned this beforehand, but I'll just mention that now. Ha. Okay, so Games Workshop has an app for building your models, but I would not recommend doing that at all. No, that costs money. It's behind a paywall. But what I will tell you is two sites you can get it from, get an army list maker from, an app or website, if you prefer, because they're on both, is Battlescribe and New Recruit. I personally use New Recruit. I prefer it over Battlescribe. But those are free army making sites that you can make, and they'll give you the rules and such of your faction, of your detachment, of your unit's abilities and stats and everything. I don't think either of them are going to give you your stratagems, which is kind of a downside, but it's not worth the paywall that you have to use for the Warhammer app for your army list and whatnot. The Warhammer app doesn't really even update either with the new like FAQs and such and ballots and rules updates and whatnot. You have to get like some sort of file or something from them in order to actually get it into the app and actually make your app up to date. And if you can, try to get your army rules for free. The Codex does have your army rules, but that's like $60, and you could try to like get your rules online. But when it comes to tournaments and such, if physically you go and you have to bring your real one over, because that's what all the tournaments want you to do. But I don't know if there's any way around it. I don't think so. If you if you print out your army's rules, that'll be okay. But they prefer you to have the index, so make sure to talk out with your tournament organizer about it if you're gonna go to a tournament or if you're gonna play with other people, and ask them, hey, is it okay if I have my printed rules and not use my codex? If they say okay, okay, I'm just trying to save you some money. But it does suck that you can't get your army rules themselves for free. You have to go pay for them. They should be free. Like, to me, the codex is like, you buy the codex for like the law and the artwork and such, and then yeah, gonna have the rules and everything. But just for the rules themselves, they should be free. I mean, me and the rest of the community have been preaching like this. We're basically quiet at this point, asking for that. But Games Workshop's probably never gonna do that. So I hope you find everything useful or helpful. Again, this is like my opinion. So if you guys enjoyed the video, hit the like button, subscribe for more content like this, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.